Hey guys, welcome back. Weekends on Wheels here in with Ashley. Just keeping it real, letting you know. So we are new at this, and you'll notice a change of clothes in a little bit because we had to remake this video because we lost the other one, and we're not really sure what happened to it. So here we are. Anyway, we're back in the F-150. We're on the in the video. We're on the way to the RV dealer to pick up the RV. Arbie's had a long stent, yeah, that's a good word. And we had some issues, and we fell victim to getting the RV and taking their word for it. Typical RV dealer stuff. We'll do a video on that later of things to avoid. But essentially, we were told that the things were fine, and one of the floor was compressed due to the styrofoam, which kind of made sense because it was by the bed. But we came out and found out it was from anyway. We did reach out to the RV dealer. We sent them this whole letter. We were explaining things, went down and every little detail, and they were good to us, and they did fix it, and they handled it appropriately. So we were happy about that. And it was only in there for about 2 months, so I feel like we did pretty decent. So anyway, we're on the way to pick up the RV. This is a second part of our 3-part mini series. And this is the second leg of where we're going to show you what we do when we pick up the RV and when we get it ready to tow. The RV's been sitting for 2.5 months. Who knows what kind of condition the batteries are in. We want to check the work. We want to take a look at the lug nuts, and we want to make sure it's good, because it's also, like we were talking about with the truck, we have a 45-minute drive to go get the trailer. We also have a 45-minute drive back with the trailer, so we want to make sure that there's no chance of anything happening on the way back, because we do have such a long ride. So anyway, we're on the way there right now in the video upcoming, and stay tuned, and we're going to give you some tips and show you what we do when we pick up the trailer. So thanks for joining us, guys. Well, that wasn't too bad, but knew there was going to be some sort of issue. They were supposed to cover everything, and of course they tried to charge us something, but we got it all squared away. We're going to go do the hookup now and get on our way. There he is.
Arbie.
There's the Arbs in the flesh. So we're going to go inside, take a look, see what they did, and then go from there. So come on in. Looks pretty good. Door's not bad. It's also a good idea to come in and check everything, because they typically move some stuff around. So
like this.
Like our TV is now unsecured. So definitely want to get that secured before we hit the road. But everything else looks pretty good.
So here's another reason we always check everything before we pull out, because this is not how we left our bathroom. That would not been good to pull out like this.
Just keep the door shut. Confirm both are locked. Handle over. Steps up. Let's get to the front. Alright, so we got our battery hook up here. Forgot to mention last night, or on the previous video, always remember to bring batteries for your equipment. So we'll just get this hooked up. All right, we got it on now. Now we're cooking. All right, so Said first thing I want to get this up in the air because it was too low. Nice out of the way before I get the ball hooked up or lined up. Plenty. We get our bungee cord back on our propane tank holder. I like the soft cover. I don't know if there's any truth to the covering the tongue jack or it's just a thing that happens, but we like the soft cover because you don't even have to take it off to use the controls. All right, battery's running. This is running. We're good here. Hookups look good. Next, we're going to check the tires, torque, and pressure. You can hear the tire sensor monitoring system beeping away already. Connected to the truck, and it's definitely low somewhere. All right. Start checking these. Always go by your manufacturer.
Sun up early on a Saturday pull, gauge on temp and the tank near full. Chrome's got scars from another year, but she hums just fine in a steady gear. Cruise set low, I don't ride fast, seen enough roads I don't need to pass. Got a trailer swinging like a slow dance tune under a fading afternoon. Not chasing lights, not chasing fame, just chasing that county name. Left lane legend when the road runs long.
So we finish up the tires,
just rolling strong.
Then we'll jump on the hitch next. Get working on the hitch. First thing I'm going to do is just spray some cleaner in here. It's been sitting for how long? So we'll just let that hang out for a minute. So first thing we want to do is we want to drop onto the ball. First one of the season, baby. Drop down. Like I said, I don't know if there's a way, but if you do know a way or reason, drop it in the comments. But I'm always from the right. Lock it up. What's that? Got the ball on. We're going to go up in the air. I just like to go up a little bit, get some pressure off of it. Then I'll plug my 4-pin. This bad boy on here. And, emergency brake cable. Really like to attach that to the truck. We haven't found a spot yet, but we're getting there. So right now we still unfortunately attach it to the hitch. But you know, if we lose the hitch completely, emergency brake's not going to pull. So if we lose the camper, it'll pull. Lose the hitch, not so much. All right. I always like to go up until you think you have enough air, room in the air, and then just go up some, because you probably will. Just a note about the weight distribution bars. These are important with the travel trailers. They help spread the tongue weight evenly across the tow vehicle and the axles
trailer, which helps reduce sway.
You Ford F-150 guys, come on. Let me show you something cool. This pocket fits your bar pins perfectly. This is where we store them at the campsite. I always like the pins away from me. This way nothing's pushing against them. And then we also have these in here in case they do become dislodged for whatever reason, they won't go flying off. Alright, let's go check that last tire. Best thing about this air pump is it can just run because it has a preset. So you run while you're doing other stuff. Last thing, come on down. After that tire is done filling, what we'll do is we'll pull forward, check the lights, and then we are out of here.
Woohoo!
Like I was talking about the other day on the Series 1. Be careful with your jacks. I don't know if everyone does this, but when ours gets really close to bottoming out, we always blow a fuse. Probably a good thing as a safety backup, but just be careful. Oh, and battery box cover on, battery switch off. One last thing. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. While we're waiting for traffic, we got our Garmin 795 RV GPS, which we need to change from vehicle to travel trailer. Has all our stuff in it. All the specs of the trailer. We have our Furion camera system, the two sides, and the backup.
See?
We have our drive cam, rear and front facing, and then we have our TPMS system down here. And then we also have my beautiful wife that drives with me. How we looking?
Stacking on a Tuesday night, calendar squares boxed in tight, but we know something they don't know. There's a gravel road where the wild things go.
We watch where we're backing up. She's got to too. Lesson learned.
Just well, stress drops off at the edge of town when the jack stands touch the ground. Through the sway and through the storm, through the nights it all so warm. Stay hitched, stay wild, chase that sunset mile by mile.
Got the camper on wood to get the tires off the ground, create some sort of barrier. We're just using wood for this season. We'll get something better next season. You do some research. If you've got any recommendations, comment below. We'll show you that in a minute, but we wanted to get to the unhitching process. We use a jack stand here. Oh, don't forget, we also truck tires. So jacks stand underneath, again, just to get it off the ground. It's good. First thing we're going to do, make sure your battery's on. Other thing I like to make sure is that the lights are off, because when we disconnect the electric, I don't know, it's just not unconnecting a live circuit. It's a dead circuit now, so just a little bit safer. No, not sure if it'll ever do anything, but just a little safety measure. We're going to pop the locking pin. And we're going to go down. You're going to first down, we're going to go down and get the bars off. Again, same thing. Go as high as you need. Go as high as you think you need. And then just go a little bit more. pull our pins. This is what it looks like when they drop down with the things we made. These are homemade, just some clips. There's no professional seller of them. Pop the bars off. We put them inside the front compartment here. This way it's one less thing we have to remember when we come over. One less thing we have to remember to make sure we have. All right, weights off the bars. We're gonna go down. This stuff is really a pain to get off sometimes. So look, my LED taillight back in. I like to make sure this is completely off. The weight's off. This way you avoid any potential sudden drops. And we're gonna start going down. I'm gonna get some weight on it, and then I'm gonna pop the chains. So the anti-rattle clip that we got from E-Trailer, recommend it. It looked like the trailer was riding a lot more level than the hitch was before, so I think it's a great investment. Seemed to be towing maybe a little bit better. Don't know if that was a little psychosomatic or not, but it seemed to be. Next thing, I'm just going to go up in the air a little bit more, give a little more tilt to the trailer. This way the water runs to the back. I like to tilt it to the back, especially because you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the watermarks of stuff running off while it was at the site. So just a little bit back, not super unlevel, but that's what we do. And now we're free. So we're going to pull the truck a little bit forward, and then we'll set up this stuff for storage. It's a little corrosion X for the metal. It's just a little rusty and tough, so throw some in why it's sitting over the winter, or the rest of the winter. Put this stuff in, just a little bit of added security. You know, the truth of the matter is anybody who wants to get into something is going to get into it. The more you make it look difficult, the more or less they're going to be willing to try, but anybody can get into anything, so the point is to make it look a little more challenging. I think we might have lost the key while I was at the shop. Because this is not working. I think we lost the key. Anyway, we'll put this on. Makes that more challenging. That lock, I usually lock the chains together with the power cord going in between them. Kind of like this. And lock it all together. If I can find that key. But there we go. Found the key. Remember to check, make sure you made it, buddy. And that's pretty much it.
It's Nuggie in front, Arbie